So what's up everyone, my name is Julian, so hi. And by the way, happy post-Earth Day. By the way, welcome to another episode of Punderful Art, where we turn puns into artwork. So for this season, we are sticking with this pattern where we work on a drawing for one episode, and then the next episode after that, a painting. So drawing, painting pattern. For this episode, we're obviously going to work on another painting. You already saw the thumbnail. We're going to work on a painting that's going to really tie in with Earth Day. What Earth Day is all about. So it's where people would participate or volunteer in activities just to help the world out, to keep it as clean as possible. The world isn't always clean. People are going to continue to litter. People are going to continue to mistreat planet Earth at some occasions. Not every human is like that. Other humans actually care about the world and they want to keep it nice and clean, like the whole solar energy. And there's so many categories to really mention on methods of keeping planet Earth clean and helping it for humans to have a healthy life. Carbon dioxide, we really need that. Climate change. I don't know too much about Earth Day and understanding solar energy and all that stuff because I'm not a scientist. I don't look like a scientist. Do I look like a scientist to you people?
I don't know.
I am wearing a Planet Earth shirt that I got from over a year ago, or I don't know how long. I really don't care. Excuse me for tucking this shirt into my shorts because it's honestly big. It goes up to my it honestly goes up to my crotch. That's why I decided to tuck this shirt into my shorts. I know I look like a nerd for having this shirt on the way I have it on, but it is what it is, right? And this is also going to be another special episode for season number 3 after Valentine's Day special. So this is going to be an Earth Day special. I'm going to use my face cam and this is going to be a fun painting that we're going to work on. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the painting, but most importantly, let's go ahead and get to the intro of the series. It's time for some Punderful art. Let's go ahead and start. Hey, it's Earth Day week still, and I would like to share my opinions on planet Earth. I love planet Earth, but I also hate planet Earth simultaneously. Yeah, it's a really weird thing for you to understand. The Earth does have the clean side, but also the dirty side at once. I care about the continents that we have, and the planet out of nowhere appeared, and we really got to be grateful how it appeared. That no one really understands still. It's far too difficult to find evidence, but a lot of scientists and so many people are sticking with this Big Bang theory where there's this fireball that appeared out of nowhere, and then it exploded, causing the galaxies to form, the stars to form, and even the solar system and other things that appeared, like the rocks and the asteroids or the meteors. Yeah, all of that stuff ended up being formed or created, and we're part of the solar system. It seems like the Big Bang is how one sperm and one egg makes a creature. It seems like the Big Bang is I guess the sperm and no. I would like to take that back. The Big Bang is the egg, and the explosion is the sperm, and then that's how the things just magically appeared. That's a good comparison, and Yeah, let's not forget that the universe is also carrying us, so we're also part of the universe. And I'm not against the Big Bang Theory. I think the Big Bang Theory is really reasonable. Yeah, it sounds intelligent. I don't know who even started it, who started this theory, but hey, I am not against it again. And we really gotta, respect the Big Bang Theory and how everything all started, like how the magic all started, the universe becoming a thing, and how fascinating the universe could really be. Another thing that we really need to be grateful for is the sun. Obviously, we can't touch it. We can't go into the sun because we would last up to a nanosecond, so a very, very, very short period of time. Like, we're gonna be burnt to a crisp, we're not gonna exist anymore, like, whatsoever. However, the sun is providing energy and also providing, carbon dioxide, and yeah, the sun is like another parent that we really need. It's a necessity. And that's why we have food, water, shelter, and animals. We need to go through the similar things that animals are going through, just like the plants. You won't last long in other planets like Mars. I think you only last up to 90 seconds in Mars if you even visit the planet. I think other planets where you only last like 1 second are, I think, Jupiter or Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Mercury. I think there are a few other planets where you last a little bit longer, but there's barely any life. And that's what makes planet Earth great and not great at the same time, because not everyone is going to have the opportunity to have the life that they desire to have, But they still gotta be satisfied with the life that they're able to get because of Jesus. If Jesus was still alive, he would probably know how the world all started and other things being formed. I'm grateful for the nature we have and the organisms we are, just everything, even the wildlife. I don't remember if I took part of Earth Day activities, but I have seen documentaries that can relate to Earth Day. I feel like I'm a talking computer, and I just have numerous apps and files, and it's hard for me to find what I'm really looking for. Okay guys, here's the finished painting that we did for another episode of Punderful Art, but again, like what I said during the intro here, this is an Earth Day special. I gotta say, this is quite a nice painting. I mean, I'm still awful as hell. I'm still really green at painting, but obviously I prefer drawing over painting, but I'm still gonna paint every once in a while. I'm glad to do another painting for the first time in several weeks, I would say. Yeah, it's a relatively tall recycling bin. I decided to add some personification to this recycling bin. Clearly, this recycling bin is dead. The X's indicate death of a human or an animal, or like anything that's personifying. We got the tongue that's sticking out. We got the recycling arrows. This is supposed to be an oily pizza box. I actually forgot to write out pizza. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it real quick. I included some objects that, things that aren't really recyclable, because we would make recycling errors. We would recycle things that aren't really recyclable, that we shouldn't really recycle. Here we got this moldy bread. People would recycle food. Food is supposed to go to the trash section, not recycling section. Here we got this contaminated container, like covered in dirt or something. Like this container hasn't been washed out for weeks. Recycling at some occasions would cause contamination. It really kills the clean recycling system. Humans wouldn't really recycle 100% properly. I don't know how common it is, but to me, I guess it's relatively common. I know there's like 8 billion people in this world here. Yeah, contamination occurs for trash and recycling, and these workers, they would just have a hard time dealing with the contamination. I'm sure some workers are able to get the situation under control and handle it. For this last item here, we got a plastic bottle with a cap. We're able to recycle plastic, obviously, but we should not recycle plastics that include a cap. So that's one of the errors of recycling anything. People would recycle plastic bottles without removing the caps, since caps are much more of like a harder plastic. But I have heard about it that it's not a good idea. It's not really ideal to recycle anything that's like soft plastics with caps. And it's the best thing for you to remove the caps before you can recycle plastic bottles. So I like to call this pun painting Recycle, because we got the personified recycling bin that looks dead or is on the verge of dying. Well, clearly it's dead because we got the excess. There's no sign of life whatsoever. The tongue is sticking out. Maybe a trash can nearby or another recycling bin try to perform CPR, or like try to take this recycling bin to a hospital, but this recycling bin didn't make it, so therefore it's a goner. Rest in peace. It's resting permanently because we got the objects that should not be recycled. All of these belong into the trash. I thought it's a really creative concept to do a painting like this. And this has to do with Earth Day, honestly. So that is going to be the end of this episode of Punderful Art. Stay tuned for more content, guys, and I hope this episode was quite enjoyable to watch. I hope this special episode was quite enjoyable to watch.